Hello, my name is Stephanie Stevens and I'm a planner with the City of Wheat Ridge Community Development Department. I'm presenting case number SDP-25-1, which is a request for approval of a specific development plan for a 2,550 square foot DOPS Sweet Spot restaurant on property zoned planned commercial development and located at 3765 Johnson Street. The subject site is outlined in red on the screen. The site is currently a vacant commercial lot measuring 25,065 square feet in size, located south of West 38th Avenue and west of Johnson Street. The property is surrounded by Discovery Park to the south, established commercials to the west and northwest, and low-density residential to the east and northeast. The property is zoned planned commercial development, or PCD, along with Discovery Park to the south. It's surrounded by Commercial 1 zoning to the west and northwest and low-density residential zoning to the east and northeast. This request for a specific development plan, or SDP approval, is the second step in a two-part approval process pertaining to planned developments. For the subject property, the approval of the 38th and Kipling Park Planned Commercial Development Outline Development Plan, or ODP, comprised the initial step. This regulatory document established the allowed land uses, development standards, and basic design framework for the ODP area. In accordance with the approved ODP, up to 36,000 square feet of the northern portion of the ODP area may be developed for commercial uses as allowed in the restricted commercial zone district, subject to consistency with the city's architectural and site design manual. An SDP for each building, lot, or phase is required as a second step, which is where we are now. The subject application represents the SDP submittal for Lot 3 of the 38th and Kipling Park subdivision, submitted for final review and action by Planning Commission. The applicant proposes to construct a restaurant, DOPS Sweet Spot, featuring a main building of 2,550 square feet, a 748 square foot rooftop dining area, and a 177 square foot decorative architectural silo, yielding a total gross building area of 3,475 square feet. The site is located in the northeast portion of the ODP area and identified on the ODP as a future conveyance area. Up to 36,000 square feet of commercial uses are permitted. I'll walk through the proposed conditions in more detail on the next few slides. The site also takes into consideration adequate vehicular access, connectivity, and pedestrian connections. The project features the main restaurant building, rooftop dining, and a decorative architectural silo. Standing at approximately 21 feet, the building matches surrounding scale and meets setback and build-to requirements to create an active pedestrian-friendly edge along Johnson Street, complete with an outdoor patio, gaming area, and shade sail picnic area. Vehicular entry is via a dedicated Johnson Street driveway leading to 23 parking spaces, exceeding code minimums and including 7 electrical vehicle spaces and 1 ADA spot plus 11 bike spaces. Parking is fully screened from adjacent streets and Discovery Park. Pedestrian access is integrated with continuous concrete sidewalks and full ADA connectivity throughout, along with a stepping stone pathway to 38th Avenue. Landscaping significantly exceeds code, with 33% of the site as landscaped versus 20% required, with over 70% living vegetative cover. The site incorporates sustainable stormwater features, including native plantings, swales, and enhanced rain garden. Finally, all utility and drainage designs are fully engineered and compliant with code requirements. The architectural design features a New Orleans-inspired aesthetic that incorporates high-quality materials and four-sided architectural treatments. Primary materials include fiber cement siding and brick veneer, decorative fish scale siding accents and painted trim bands, a decorative silo structure serving as a focal feature, louvered window shutters, and decorative porch posts with spandrel brackets, a prominent rooftop dining deck featuring safety railings with square metal balusters. Street-facing facade transparency requirements along West 38th Avenue and Johnson Street exceed requirements, with most focused along Johnson Street in the primary building entry. Since Wheat Ridge is served by special districts, we sent the application on referral to outside agencies as well as completed an internal review. We did not receive objections from outside agencies, and coordination with these districts is ongoing. Civil construction documents are also under review. A recommended condition of approval has been added to denote that minor changes may be required to coordinate construction documents with infrastructure and the SDP. Before the hearing, the property was posted for 15 days and letters were sent to property owners and tenants within a 1,000-foot radius, and the project was posted to Wheat Ridge Speaks. If any comments are provided prior to the Planning Commission public hearing on August 20th, they will be entered into the record and distributed to the commissioners at the public hearing. Comments collected on Wheat Ridge Speaks will also be reviewed by planning commissioners and entered into the public record. With that, staff finds the SDP is consistent with the ODP and is in compliance with all standards set forth in the ODP and City Code. The SDP is consistent with the purpose of a planned development, and all agencies conserve the property. Ultimately, staff is recommending approval with the conditions as listed in the staff report. This concludes my presentation. Thank